I don't have to give a warning for the type of video you are viewing. The title and thumbnail tells you everything you need to know. So if you are not 18, don't tell your parents, lock your door, put your headphones on, and grab tissues if needed. Lewdapocalypse is a Resident Evil 3 porn parody game that only costs 99 cents. So I thought, what the heck, it has to be more fulfilling than the remake. Our lewd adventure begins with everything on fire and the central protagonist, Lara, popping zombies' heads off like they're water balloons. No time to build character, world, tension, or terror. Nope. Only has time for Lara's massive bahonkers. When that happened, I had a little laugh. A guy is on the brink of having a mental breakdown because his doggy was devoured by a zombie. Instead of consulting and being empathetic to his loss, she believes the sensible thing to do is to show her tits. Turns out a man's love for his dog is stronger than a big-titted living sex doll. After getting the equivalent of female blue balls, she heads off to the police department where she meets Brandon. For those who played the original game, knows Nemesis deep throats Brad to death. Well, a similar thing happens here. He dies and you can either run away or take a plowing from the monster to avenge your fallen comrade. Yeah, that will show him. Truth be told, the decisions you make only affect the sex scenes you get and the events. They don't affect the endings you get. I believe the endings you get is based on the number of playthroughs you have done, which isn't very much. It will only take you 3 playthroughs to get all the endings, and each one being shorter than the last. Some of the story beats and character interactions are borderline hilarious or nonsensical. I've already mentioned how the main protagonist will find any excuse to get her little kitten plugged, including the monster that killed her comrades and is currently trying to unalive her. Then there is a twist with a character that doesn't add anything and is completely nonsensical. I don't know why they feel like they needed to include it because you could remove it and literally nothing would change. I'm going to summarize the rest of the characters with this one phrase. We are the most horniest people alive! We nearly died in a train crash. It's time for sex! Oh no! I've been infected by a deadly virus! Time for sex! I'm bleeding to death and turning into a zombie. Suck me off! It can be quite humorous with the right mindset. Hyper? Why are you being overly critical on a porn parody story? We are not here to be emotionally moved by Lara's ability to take monster-sized dicks. We are here to jack off to that. Fine. To summarize the story, it's a collection of Resident Evil 3's most iconic moments, but parody with sex scenes and characters that probably should be on anti-androgens. Now, let's get to the part that everyone is wondering. Is the gameplay in porn stimulating? Well, the point-and-click shooting mechanics are fun, but quickly wears thin after a couple of rounds. The problem is that the gameplay doesn't do much to evolve the established formula. You kill the same zombie types over the course of the game with 4 weapons, which I find myself only really using different weapons during the boss fights. You can get through the majority of the game with a hinky-dinky pistol. This wouldn't be the case if there was, you know, a variety of enemy types that force you to try different strategies and weapons to make it through. The teaspoon of sugar to chug through this is the sex scenes. If you are hoping for gameplay mechanics in that department, then you will probably be disappointed. Or not, because the art style is eye candy and you can view these scenes anytime you want after going through them. I do wish there was interactivity in these scenes in this interactive medium. It's a little baffling that free-to-play games like those meet and fuck games that allows you to control the character's speed and the ability to blast your load after every sexual intercourse like it was a Kingdom Hearts 3 spell attack. It's also baffling that the game has you solve puzzles before the sex scenes. They aren't in the slightest challenging and are more of an inconvenience. Look, if you are looking for a simple point-and-click zombie shooter that has a clone of Jill Valentine taking every cock her eye sees, then this game is for you. It's short, gets straight to the point, the artwork is very well done, there's plenty of sex scenes, and it only costs 99 cents. Check it out if you like. I'm giving this game a 6.9420 out of 10. Oh yeah, if you would like to know what I've been up to over the last year, go check out Bongo Games. I upload podcasts, debate/discussion videos, and talk more about AAA games. Check it out!